Welcome to another edition of the Motley CROC Show. We are actually in July 12th, and I've got my buddy Jeff backstage. We're going to bring him on in just a minute. There's a few things we're going to talk about tonight on the show. We are going to be planning a trip. It's going to be an awesome one, the Motley CROC trip. I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm excited. So let me bring Jeff in real quick, and we got to catch up with him for sure. And what's up, Jeff?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Troy?
Let's see who's joining us, man. Right here we got. Hey, what's up, Michelle? How are you? All right, so, it's kind of early. I always let it kind of play a little bit. We just shoot the breeze a little bit before while we're building up. So it's kind of cool, and then I jump back in, check out some of the comments, whatever. What's been going on, bro? I saw those snakes, man. You've been hatching some pretty good snakes, looks like.
Oh, yeah, those things are – I've been waiting for those things for a couple years. I bought the baby hets like 3-4 years ago, and those king snakes grow so damn slow. It's painful sometimes.
I know, but they still look. Those things look cool as hell.
Oh yeah, there's only a handful of those around right now, and I got lucky. I actually 3 out of 6 eggs were visual like that, and one of them I think is stillborn. It's still in the egg, but I'm gonna leave it in there and let it. Maybe it'll come to life, and maybe Brittany knows somebody that could do a little voodoo.
I could ask her
there.
She's more into aliens. I think we could do the ritual.
Oh, the Greys will do it, man. They'll hook that right up.
I think you're probably right.
Absolutely. But no, I'm super excited. It's been a great season, and it's still going. It's really stretched out the longest it's ever stretched. So.
What's up, Michael Foster? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see everybody's popping in here. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just saying, hey to Michelle. Saw her in there.
So it's like getting, it builds up a little bit. Sometimes we come in strong. Sometimes we don't. So I'll give you a rundown a little bit. We may see Joe. We may not. I know he's caught the cove again. So he's
again
chilling out a little bit with that. But, it's going around. I think we all had it earlier this week. And I was really sick. Right before the concert, if you remember me talking about it, I was like, oh, my God, bros. And then it was raining the next day, and we were like, fuck. So, I knew Kim had come all the way down. She had flew down. I said, fuck it. If Kim's flying down, we're going to she's responding to you. Hey, Jeff, if Kim's going to fly down, I got to go, sick or not. Then when we get there, the sky opens up like it was the 40 days and 40 nights when God flooded the earth, right?
That well.
I mean, there were barrel-shaped amounts of water and tubes pouring off the parking garage. And I'm thinking to myself, we're never, ever going to be able to fucking see the show tonight. And I said, what should I do? Should I sell the tickets? And she's like, I don't know. So, then we got to walking across, and we was cool, and we kind of slipped through a little bit, and there was no rain, and all of a sudden we're staying there waiting while they're doing security checks. And, Kim, she dresses quite eccentrically, and she had these boots on with these big spikes. And they were like, stop this. Well, we don't know if we're going to let you in. At a rock show, you're not going to let us in with metal boots. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? This isn't like a Michael McDonald show. What the fuck? But anyways, they let us go. The guy came down and goes, those are okay. I'm like, come on, dude. What you going to do with them?
Take them off and beat somebody with them.
Exactly. Well, you can do a lot more than that. There's all kinds of shit laying around you could have done that with.
Exactly.
And so we got in there, and the rain kind of lit up a little bit, and then it was like, and I'm still kind of dragging, and it was kind of like, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and then it went into like Poison, and then it came, and then the rain stopped, and then Motley Crue came on, and it was just like, what Christians consider church, You're just on fire, bro. You're like on fire anyways. That's like, for me and you, Jeff, I don't know. I know you're kind of into rock and all kinds of shit as a kid, but that was kind of like our religion, man.
Always growing up.
Because everybody's like, you can't do it.
That's the best part about being old. How many awesome bands I saw,
that's the greatest. If you remember do you remember the video, Twisted Sister, that we're not going to take it in the beginning? The guy's like, stop playing your guitar, and he fucking blows his dad out the window with the amp and shit.
That's one of the best videos ever.
Exactly. That's the kind of shit. Hey, Judy. That's the kind of shit that always was like, because we heard that all the time, and I know I say it all the time, and all because things are different now. You can do whatever you want, and it's no big deal. But back then, it was like raw. But anyway, so it was really good to see that. I'm still kind of glowing from it. When I see my instruments, I'm like, oh man, my drums. It makes me want to go beat the shit out of my drums, and then it's usually too late, and I don't want to terrify the kangaroo or any of the monkeys or anything. But yeah, with that being said, it was all in all, it was a good time. But some people caught the COVIDies, so
Yeah, no. The
first time said my mom took my brothers to see Metallica, slept through it in the skybox.
So funny.
Well, I think if it was after Injustice for All, I probably would have slept through it too.
I saw Motley Crue Shout at the Devil tour with Ozzy, opening up for Ozzy back in the 80s, man. It was unbelievable.
There was a show, I believe it was in, we were in Arizona, and I was staying at my grandparents' house, and I think I was like 12 years old. I'm probably 12 or 13. I'm trying to remember. It was 88 or 89. It was somewhere around in there. And my cousin, Ryan, he's my older cousin, bro. Like I'm not going to put his age out here just in case he watches, but he's older than me. And he was like, yo, let's go see the show. And it was Motley Crue, Poison, and Cinderella.
Nice.
Right. So Motley Crue, it was Cinderella, or it was Poison, or no, Cinderella, Poison, Motley Crue. Then they came on, and it was just, that was amazing, bro. Like
No, I like hair metal with no shame, dude. That's what I
used to call it dick rock, and you know what? It was awesome. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, Motley Crue was like, so what, bro? Like, there were some glamour bands out there. Like, remember Britney Fox? Remember that band?
Yeah. And
what was that?
Dude.
Great White.
I like some of the other, like TNT. That was a fucking great.
Oh my God, Girl School.
Oh yeah,
And remember, there was other bands like Bang Tango and shit. Nobody even understands the Bang Tango. Remember?
Pussycat. Remember Dawkins?
Oh my God, yes, dude. Yep. Let me tell you here. I had it pulled up earlier because I wanted to see it. It's called. You got to remember this, Jeff. We used to listen to him in the 80s, and I was like, oh, Kim found it. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's this? Whatever. And so I opened it up, and I'm like, what is she trying to send me? You remember Sabotage?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she sent me the song Sirens, bro. It was pretty awesome.
I have an Aki.
Greg Warren said enough is enough sucked. He got that right, bro.
I have an Aki named Aki.
What's up, Kayla?
That's my male Aki monitor is Aki Lawless.
Is it? That's so cool. So like those type of bands were cool. Like Megadeth was all right at the time.
Oh yeah. I
really was a fan of Anthrax too, man.
There used to be this spot in Hartford, Connecticut called the Agora Ballroom. It was this awesome little music spot, and they used to do like a lot of triple bills. And one of the this was probably like 87, so it was Slayer, Megadeth, and the Bad Brains. And this is like what 87 is like Hella Waits, right? Maybe even before that. And Megadeth was a nobody band, and the Bad Brains are, super awesome, crazy punk, punkish, reggae-ish, great band.
Well, I'm going to bring up, so Michelle said, I know these bands because my brothers were listening to them when I was like 5. Craig said Sabotage Rocks played naked soccer with them and the fans. Listen, bro. It's fucking Craig.
Hey, who did you not
listen, let's not underestimate. Oh, Halloween. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Halloween, dude. What about Grim Reaper?
Oh, yeah. See all that old shit that people. What about the Killer Dwarfs? And let's not forget Dream Theater.
Man, wow. That's awesome. The Dwarves. That's killer.
The Killer Dwarfs. But Dream Theater. Remember Dream Theater? They were pretty good, too. They're pretty good. So, yeah, we were talking about all that stuff earlier, and the music's pretty fun. And so, like, I like how a lot of the young people are starting to kind of find that and listen to it, and it's like really cool because something has to come back, Sleaze Bees. Yeah, bro, the Sleaze Bees. Enough's enough. I don't even remember Enough's Enough. I mean, I do, but I don't because I never really was a fan.
I remember Enough's Enough, and God, I used to. My friend's brother used to do a metal show on like a college radio station. So we'd go in there on Friday nights to play like Witchfinder General and like all these crazy good metal bands. Halloween.
I got to tell you, man, when I came up to Central Florida in my 20s, there was a bar downtown Orlando called Janie Lane's from the lead singer of Warrant, if you remember that.
Yeah.
But there was a bar called Janie Lane's in Orlando. And like, it was in the 90s, but like not even in the early 90s, it was still metal was still a kind of a big thing. And Craig said, best show I ever saw, Fate's Warning, Dream Theater, and Queensryche. Fuck yeah, that is awesome. Silent Lucidity.
Right, man. That guy.
Eyes of a Stranger. Man. Craig, you're taking us back. I feel like I keep waiting for George Carlin to come out of a phone booth here in a minute. George Carlin.
Yeah, badass, man. So it was, even like Metallica, before they became a big commercial band, when it was just Kill 'Em All. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what they said. Well, he dicked himself off. He's gone now. But so you walk into this bar called Janie Lane's, and like it was in the 90s, people were wearing like, like Jenkos and and polo shirts and weird shit like that. It was like kind of a big thing, and there was a place called Club Firestone, etc. But you'd walk into Janie Lane's, it was like you walked right into a heavy metal show off the Sunset Strip in California in the 1980s, between 83 and 85, bro. Like,
badass.
It was so badass, Jeff. You could just walk in. There were still like leather shirts and long hair, and the girls had their hair straight up really high. Yeah, remember?
Oh, I remember. I remember my denim jacket with the airbrush on the back.
Exactly, dude. And the girls would have like there were still like a couple guys that look like the classic. When you think of classic Iron Maiden, you think denim jacket, blue jeans, and white high top Nikes, bro.
Oh yeah. It's
with the brush sticking out of their pocket.
High top Reeboks, high top Nikes.
Yep.
I used to wear the Velcro strap Reeboks with the straps unstrapped but stuck to each other.
Yeah, remember that shit, dude. That was awesome.
And then back in like my early days, this is good. You're gonna love this, man. Back when we all used to wear boots, we'd go see like Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult, stuff like that, and we'd wear a spur. That was a big thing too. Wear one spur
on the back of the boot. Yes,
back of the boot, man. One spur.
I remember that, dude, because I remember people must have thought I was a whack job. So I always really liked the metal scene, man, and you kind of do what you like and follow what you like. So obviously we all grow our hair out and we wearing like the crazy shit in the boots with like the fucking real tight black pants and the boots tucked in, feathers clipped to the side, one spur, one fucking weightlifting glove, a bunch of spikes, mascara, you name it, dude. I've done it all.
Crosses. I was a Jew and I wear crosses. Like the long freaking, those are coming back. Those
I saw that.
Oh my god, dude! My mother hated those earrings. I had one. It was like a knife shaped like a cross. It was like that long.
Bro, listen. When Sebastian Bach came out on the very first album, Skid Row, and his guitarist had the chain from his ear to his nose, and the big chain went down like that. Oh my god, you talk about setting a standard right there, man. It wasn't but weeks after that, everybody was doing out their nose rings. He was throwing clear
in the bathroom and shit.
Yep. You all get in and look ridiculous and go in the bathroom and get dressed up and come out, man. Music's always been a big deal to me. I think it's very
and it was cheap, it wasn't like crazy expensive to go to a show. Especially like once I got into like hardcore and punk, it was like $6 and you see like 8 bands, in New York City and stuff.
You got to give it up, man, if you think of bands like Anthrax, man, because Among the Living was a great album, and they were such hybridized between heavy metal and punk and gutter punk that they were deep in
that New York scene way before they were a metal band, and the Beastie Boys too. They were a punk and then a metal band before they started rapping.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. There's a good podcast. It's actually Marcus Parks from last podcast on the left. It's called No Dogs in Space. And he does all about like he'll take a band and do like a 6-part series and like deep dive into the band and stuff. It's rad.
So man, Ron Sadler said, "Hey, what's up? Being a child of the '80s, we were definitely '80s was our coming." He said, "Yeah, I saw Suicidal Tendencies and Janice Landing. Mike Neer beat the shit out of some dipshit that thought they could steal a hat off their head. That brother was a throw hands dude. Saw Ari Van Halen. Cool, man. Ari Van Halen. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Nice.
Van Halen was an awesome band too, man.
I saw
the OG. I figured it out. What's one of the OG Van Halen? Yep.
Maiden, Dio.
I love Maiden. They're coming, Jeff. I told you October 27th. We have to
go. Bruce Dickinson did a spoken word thing, and it came and went, and I forgot all about it.
Bro, I want to see that. Let's try to make that show.
I'm totally down. I'm totally down.
I think that'd be a really.
Everybody's still alive too, right?
What's that?
Everybody's still alive, aren't they?
Oh, an Iron Maiden? Yeah.
Original band.
Yep. They're not. They were super young when they started. They were like 16 and 17.
Yeah, Bruce Dickinson was always one of my favorite singers of all time, man. That was Iron Maiden was no matter what I was into.
Yep, Number of the Beast. That album changed everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Number of the Beast, and I saw the first Iron Maiden tour I saw was Peace of Mind.
Oh my God, love Maiden.
And then I saw Power Slave. I think somewhere I still have like a long sleeve Power Slave shirt that I got at the show with the freaking sarcophagus Eddie on it and stuff.
Bro, you got to keep that because those types. I mean, people. I think. Iron Maiden's an acquired taste. I love Iron Maiden. I think he can write. The fact that he's a pilot and flies his own band around is badass.
Oh, for sure.
They have their own fucking airplane. So the Legacy of the Beast is going to be, that's the tour, Legacy of the Beast. And they're going to be having the airplane out again. And he had a little bit of throat cancer, I believe, throat or mouth cancer for a while. So he got that all, and he's fixed up, and he's all taken care of, and that's cool. And he's coming back out the same. So I definitely want to see something like that. I think that's going to be really fucking tough, top shit, dude, for real, like legit. We definitely have to do that.
I'm in.
So I got, I want to wait till a little bit longer mid-show and talk about that. But yeah, I'm thinking about, there's a lot of stuff coming up. I think there's going to be I talked to Wendy. I think she's going to do her Halloween party on the 22nd in her neighborhood, which I think is really awesome.
Nice.
And there's a bunch of shit coming up. I mean, I know it's still July and we got to go through August, but the good season of Florida is coming around, man. I don't get me wrong, I love the summer too. There's nothing wrong with summertime, hanging out in the water and seeing stuff. What's up, Corey? How you doing, bud? Good to see you.
What's up, Corey?
Craig Warren, I have never seen Harris as an influence. We need to see Maiden in, Craig. It's 27th in Tampa. I'll send you. Remind me, man. Message me later, and I'll send you a link.
July 27th.
October 27th.
Oh, October? Yeah, man, dude. Because I'll just make sure that I skip that night if it's a clinical night or whatever. So I was probably.
So let's collaborate this week, and okay. I'll talk to Craig too, and then we can buy tickets. And we'll just try to all get in the same row.
Oh, my glasses are dirty as fuck.
You know what I mean?
I'm down.
We can pull them up, find the prices. I don't care if I got to throw them on one card and buy them. We'll do that. We'll just do it that way, whatever. But yeah. I want to make sure that we get the tickets and those spots.
Absolutely, man.
We'll hang together because you can still get pretty close. It's probably going to run $500. I mean, a person. I mean, it's not cheap to see Maiden. Unless you want to sit in the parking lot across the street for $29. Right. Fuck that. If I'm going to see Maiden, I'm seeing them.
Sit in the old man section and be up close.
I like the old man section.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm down. Yeah, I mean, remember back in the day, you get close, you'd be catching guitar picks and fucking drumsticks.
I'm telling you, but here's the best part about that, man. So Craig said absolutely. So cool. We got Craig down too for that. That's awesome. So, but you got to think about this, man. Iron Maiden's not just an amazing band, and I'd argue anybody with it, but their productions, what they do on stage, the props they bring out. Cool. Like this motherfucker came out, looked like he was on Castle Grayskull when he did that Number of the Beast where he's standing up there and he's screaming like that, man, with his big, tall white shoes on, remember? And he had like an army jacket.
It was like a 25-foot Eddie, just like kind of marionette.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember the one where it rolled out over the arena?
Yep.
The whole prop like kind of hovered out like this, and it was like you looked up and it was just Iron Maiden. Yes, dude.
They always had the best stage show. That's like I talk to people in the morning, they'd be like, "Oh, did you see this?" That it was all about the stage show. I mean, the music was great, but
I'm telling you, man, I hope that makes a comeback because I know a lot of the younger generation doesn't understand that those types of large productions, those were just awesome. And so I like to see a lot of nostalgic things come back. Like, there's PlayStation 5, it's pretty cool, but everybody wants a retro Nintendo or an Atari.
Yeah.
Just because there's something cool about having something like that that's nostalgic. And so with that being said, that's one of the I don't know, man. I see stuff like that. It just takes me back, bro. Sometimes I'll be in the car and I turn it on. I just hear like, oh, man, this is awesome, dude.
Oh, without a doubt. Back in the old set days.
Yep. Well, when I was young, and I'm sure you heard Jeff like, wow, why are you listening to that garbage? Why don't you read a book? Because, when I got in my car when I was a kid to drive, and I took the T-tops out, because, yes, I had cars that had T-tops.
Hell yeah.
I didn't put a book in. I fucking threw in some Iron Maiden or Motley Crue and blasted it and took off driving. So, there's something to be said about that, man. Like, why would I say maybe that made me dumb? I don't read a book.
Driving music, man. That's on every road trip mix I have. Is like all kinds of '80s metal and
Black Sabbath. And I love the ballads, man, because you can go back to where you were when you were a kid.
Yep.
You thought you loved this girl, but you really didn't.
I mean,
some Cinderella shit comes on. You don't know what you got till it's gone, and you're like, oh man, That reminds me too of skating rinks.
Oh yeah, dude. That was even earlier, like Pink Floyd, The Wall and stuff. That was all when I was going to the skating rink and stuff. I lost my virginity to Black Sabbath. Fairies Wear Boots.
Oh my god, I love that.
The first three lines, I think. Anyway,
that's so awesome. Samantha says I saw Motley Crue tour where the drummer was on a circle roller coaster. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was back in 2015. That drummer's name is Tommy Lee, and he is one of the best.
Remember when he fell out of his kit?
What's that?
When he was doing the drum kit that went up like that, and during his solo, and he fell out.
Or was that? Or remember when he got stuck? Remember the roller coaster got stuck in the very top, and they had to go rescue him up there, man. And cable guys had to climb up and get him out. The motherfucker's up there in high tops and a Speedo. Fucking goddamn Tommy Lee's he's a nut job, dude. He's funny. I love that band. There's something about that band that's Nikki Sixx did a really good job of branding it.
Oh, without a doubt. They were the first really good branded hair band that really,
because they gave no fucks, man.
Nope.
They were beating the shit out of people with guitars, and
everybody copied them. Cinderella, all those bands, they all copied Motley Crue. That was what it was all about. They were the first real full-on like butt rock band.
I love it, dude. Samantha said again, I saw that man with the drummer.
That's what I was talking about, Samantha.
But you know what's good? He did fall. He did. I need to find out when that was. We have to locate that and find that. Samantha, that's good that you've seen the Crew. It's good to know that you're a closet Crew person.
Somebody gave me like a big stencil kit, and I made this. It was just a board, and it just said Motley Crue on it. I spray painted it and stuck it on my wall. My mom's like, "What's that?" I was like, "It's a freaking band, Ma."
Oh, exactly. Motley Crue. Let's not underestimate Guns N' Roses. She's talking about November Rain. That's definitely a Guns N' Roses ballad, and I've seen probably 4 or 5 times now. You're awesome. Well, you should have went this time with us.
Where's Ricky? He's the GNR man right there.
I know. I love some Guns N' Roses too, bro. I can't lie.
Well, I know you do.
I mean, they're pretty good too, man. I just remember when we were talking about going to skating rinks, they'd always play like the slow ballads where they'd make us go on either side. Yep. Everybody would slow skate.
Ladies only skate, couples only.
And they'd be like, "Hey, go pick your man." And you're like, "Fuck."
I know, right?
We never got that. They never said, "Hey, go pick your girl." They never did that.
No.
They let the ladies go over and pick the guy. You just had to be a goddamn gentleman about it. Anyways, but when they crank out some Beastie Boys, man, or some Guns N' Roses wide open, like Welcome to the Jungle or Paradise City, when you're on some roller skates, you begin to feel like you're this demolition derby motherfucker and you're going to kill everybody in the rink. You're like, "Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker." And you're skating like this animal. And then they have to bring it down. I don't know if you know. I think the DJs were trained because they knew how to get everybody just hypered up like they were going to have a heart attack. And then they just brought it down.
Damn, 30 years ago?
Yeah, it would go into like, what was it, bro? It would go into, it'd be like Guns N' Roses, Paradise City, Welcome to the Jungle, and it would go right into Sweet Child of Mine. Then it would go down to Bed of Roses by Bon Jovi, and then it would go down even further into slow stuff. Every rose has its thorn.
Oh my God.
Bro, you gotta love it,
man. I miss it. That's what I miss about the 80s the most was the freaking just music, and you just did whatever the fuck you wanted all the time. Nobody cared. Nobody fought. I mean, we fought, but nobody, everybody was just kind of everybody. There's none of this ridiculous polarized bullshit.
No, it was fun. We had a good time. Is there a roller arena somewhere in Tampa, man, that does like adult nights and it's like, oh man, I want to go. If it's there, I'm down.
Yeah. I could probably still skate.
I could too. I'll do it.
There has to be some weed smoking.
Even though Ricky's like born a decade too late, we'll bring him too.
Oh, absolutely. He was a skateboarder. He'll probably bring a skateboard with him.
He's awesome. He got into Guns N' Roses the same as someone in the 1990s would find Elvis.
Right? No doubt. I know. I remember when GNR was coming, like starting to get big. I was just
1987, right? The first album, wasn't it? Appetite for Destruction.
Appetite for Destruction. I was a freshman in college. The first time I heard it, I was away at school. I was like, "What is this? And where do I get it?"
Bro, you know what's cool about that? And I know you will not doubt me. You're not going to doubt me on this. What's awesome about that is that album. There wasn't a shit song on it.
Nope.
Every fucking song on Appetite for Destruction, you listened to the whole thing and loved it. It wasn't like some of the bands, they released a couple songs that weren't that good.
All right, you ready for this? You want to feel old? Tommy Lee fell out of his drum kit on April 7th, 1990.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yep. 32 years ago.
I thought that when I was looking at the band, I remember like the first time I seen these guys is 35 years. I can't. When you think back, it was different then because you see the world in a different way.
Oh, yeah. No.
I'd go, and then I was 3. And then does Slash still have Reptiles? You know what? I don't know. I think he got back into his snakes. He had a bunch of he was really into big snakes. I know they went on tour. Wasn't Axl petrified of snakes, Jeff, if I remember correctly?
Yeah. And then I know he had huge like boas, like gigantic monster boas. And I read an article not too long ago about like celebrities who had snakes, and Nicolas Cage was one of them, but they made him get rid of it. Yeah, the cobra. His neighbors made him get rid of it. And then it's Slash.
Slash got, when he had his kids, he moved the snakes out of the house. I think I read a whole article in Reptile magazine because he did 2 reptiles in the 90s. He did a cover of Reptiles magazine. He did an article, and then again later on after he had his family, and he toured with a green anaconda and a Burmese python. As a matter of fact,
I'm gonna find that cover of Reptile.
Yeah, you'll see him. He's like sitting there with all the snakes wrapped around him and his guitar, I think. And I think there was 2 articles, one after he had family and then one prior. But it was nonetheless, it was really good. And let's not forget, like
Reptiles mag. It was like a freaking wild type retic,
right?
He had.
It's on Reptiles magazine, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. In one of my boxes, I still may have that original magazine.
That's awesome.
If I do, I'm gonna hang on to it. Maybe I'll just give it to Ricky.
Be a big thing, man.
I'll give it to Ricky for his birthday if he doesn't die free handling and stuff.
Ricky loves shit like that, man. He's a good guy. I was making fun of him today because did you see his story today when he was drinking beer out of the bat at the baseball game with Ryder?
Listen, no, I didn't. I'm gonna have to look at it.
He was drinking beer out of a giant dick. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was just born in the wrong time.
Yeah, no, Ricky's an old soul. There's no doubt.
He's bringing back like that '80s bullshit right there, man.
Yep,
he's bringing it back.
Yeah, no doubt.
Doing shit like that. Oh my god.
He was nothing but tight black pants, man. That's my man.
You got to wear them tight, especially if you're skating.
Mm-hmm.
People make fun of that. You don't want the shit getting all caught up. I mean, I know a lot of the guys did it in the Jankos and stuff.
Oh, that was past my time a little bit, but yeah, it's.
So let me look at this because I'm going to tell you. So we're going to plan a trip.
I'm down. Let's do it.
And the trip is going to be September 28th through October 2nd. So day 1, we're going to travel the Freedom Trail Ghost Tours, the Boston Commons. Day 2, we'll go to Cambridge and highlight all the graveyards and the ghost investigation. We're also going to go to the National Lampoons, where they filmed the movie, Goodwill Hunting. And then day 3, we're going to go to the Salem Witch Trials. We're going to look at all that, do the tours. And then the Vampire Ball, and then the Stand By Me location. The Vampire Ball is one of my favorites. For those of you who don't know about that, look up the Vampire Ball in Salem and look at the advertisement for it. I think you'll really get a kick out of that. And so I'm going to have prices for it set up, but right, I'm going to buzz it. So try to keep it in your calendar, September 28th through October 2nd. So Why Not Tours, which is Flavio's tour group, is going to do that. I'm not doing anything with animals this trip. It's all going to be the Conjuring House, Salem. Scary, spooky, scary, mean, evil, awesome ghosts. So I'll definitely be doing that. There is Kim Slice. What's up, Kim? And there's Ange. What's up, Ange? And she lives up there by Salem. Yeah. Yes, she does. She lives up there. Ange does.
I live in the north end, right on the Freedom Trail, right in the middle of it.
You live up somewhere, don't you? I know you're close to it, Ange. You told me, but so we met Ange through one of our friends named Brian. He used to work with me over at the park. And she came down, and then we all got to talking one night, and she was telling us all about that. So she's the one that sent me the advertisement for the Vampires Ball. And once I saw that, I said, look, we got to make that happen. I called Flavio, and I said, we got to hit that up, man, and check it all out. It's going to be one of those really cool things. So we're definitely going to plan that trip. Like I said, September 28th through October 2nd. Let's keep that in your minds. I mean, I know it's not some big event
right now, but
the animal stuff's just a little burnout right now, and it gets so duplicated all the time that I want to change it up and do more. Like, animals are my passion, and I love them, but they're a hobby to me that I really enjoy. I don't want to constantly deal with it all the time. But what I really get into is the darker side of things, as most of you are my friends know me. So that type of stuff, the spookier, the scarier. I mean, I got the honor one time to hang out with the guys from Ghost Asylum, and the film crew that filmed one of my past TV shows called me and said, hey, we're going to be filming in St. Augustine. Would you like the guys to come up and just hang out with us? I'm like, fuck yeah. So I met all the guys from Ghost Asylum, been and stayed in touch with all of them ever since. They're really a good group of dudes. And really good group of guys. But we got to spend the night in the fort in St. Augustine.
Oh, that's
cool. Inside of it. Closed us inside. We hung out with the crew. And
that's badass, man.
Normally I'm really in tune to stuff, but I really didn't see anything there. I think there's so much tourism, the ghosts are just sick of it. It's kind of like eating pizza for dinner every night. Eventually you're going to be like, whatever, I did Salem on Halloween 2000. Good for you. So she lives, Angela's about an hour and a half south of Massachusetts. And then I got fucking hyped, or feckin' hyped. That must be how they say it up there in that area, huh, Jeff? You would know better than me.
What's that? Feckin'
hyped.
Feckin'. It's
I'm fucking hyped. Look, I'll put it up again. Ready? I'm fucking hyped.
it's pretty close. Where do you live, Ange, in Connecticut?
Let me see if I found that. About an hour and a half south in Massachusetts.
Oh, in Massachusetts.
Yep.
Of Massachusetts. I gotcha.
Wicked cool. Time is short tonight. I got to go. I love the huge stories of the 80s music scene and the 80s we need to exchange. Yes, I want to do that again, Craig, and I definitely Iron Maiden on October 27th. Look it up. It's going to be at the arena in Tampa. But yeah, look at that.
Facking. Oh, fuck you. Freaking cocksucker.
That's so funny. I live in Dudley, just south of
Dudley. Oh, you're a Worcester girl. Yes, that is actually pronounced Whista. Worcester.
See you, Craig. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. I always appreciate you coming and hanging out the half hour, bud. Michael says, LOL. Yeah, so, I mean, I think it's interesting the way you say that. You go, oh, yeah, Worcester girl or whatever. But in Florida, we never got to say that stuff because everybody was like a transplant, which I might add is another really good band, Jeff.
The Transplants?
Tall cans in the air. Let me see you. Fuck you. Remember? I love the opening. Take a look around. The whole crew's ugly, but we still have the most game, the most money. From the lowrider bikes to the chop cars or whatever, it was just the whole song. Tall Cans was just fucking badass. That's like an anthem for me.
I can see that as an anthem.
Woosta. I think I used it as a Motley CROC ad one time. We were going to be doing the show. It was like a Woosta thing. I went to Boston University. Boston is my favorite city.
Oh, the tattoo shop I worked in was right by BU. It was on the corner of Cambridge Street and Harvard Avenue. Right by, God damn it, pizza. What am I blanking? Regina's.
Pizza. You got cool street names up there, man. Cambridge and Harvard Ave. Down here, it's Nebraska, Shit Street and 53rd.
Oh, Emily used to work at Bank of America in Havett Square.
That's really awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I right where BU is in Alston, it's kind of chill. It's definitely it's ratty in a good way.
Ratty.
It's also
I'm looking forward to going up there, man. Those things are really awesome, man. So I'm looking forward to doing that. She lived on the Commonwealth. Michelle said she lived on the Commonwealth, and then Michael said, I heard Regina's is good.
Regina's amazing. Right when I lived in East Boston, there was why am I missing it? It was even better. Shit. I'm getting old. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, Boston pizza, New Haven pizza. That's what I grew up on. Pizza down here sucks.
Well, then why don't you open up a pizza shop, man? Oh, that's another thing. Speaking of opening shops, did you see up in Salem that Black Craft is opening their store? I think man sent me that.
I did not see that.
Oh my God, they're opening. Look, if you go on their Instagram page and look at their stories, bro, they bought this mansion and they're just like spraying everything black. They got these guys, they were sprayers. I mean, black.
That's right.
I bet it's going to be one of the coolest things. We're definitely going to hit up that store for sure. Definitely.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. It's like a zoo down there in Halloween. It's just it's unbelievable. We used to take the Purple Line train from Boston down to there because I don't want to drive because there's nowhere to park and stuff. Thank you, Michael. I live like 2 blocks from there.
There you go.
No,
go ahead. Finish up. I think you should open a pizza joint and we'll paint it all black in there.
Like a Northeast place where you can get all kinds of stuff like that.
We'll call it Gravestone Slabs and we'll paint it all black in there, dude. And the boxes will look like graves. You know, you open them up and it's inside. Fucking A. We'll have Jeff making the best pizza ever.
Moxie. I don't know if anybody ever drank Moxie. That's from New England. It's disgusting. I don't like it, but a lot of people do. It tastes like baby medicine.
He's like, it's disgusting, bro.
So any of you guys ever tried Moxie?
I have never.
It's a soda.
Honestly, I've never even heard of that.
From New Hampshire. From New Hampshire.
I have a lot of family in Boston, Michael said, and says, if we hit Salem at the end of September, the traffic and everything isn't as bad because they're all getting ready for Halloween, but the crowds haven't quite hit just yet. Nice.
Very
Corey
good.
said, Moxie fucking sucks, dude.
Doesn't it? It's disgusting, right?
Michelle said, I'm a New Englander at heart. Moxie. I've never drank Moxie. That's cool.
Oh, dude, it literally tastes like baby aspirin, like carbonated baby aspirin. It is foul. Foul.
Carbonated baby aspirin, bro. That's like the coolest shit I think I've heard in a long time.
You ever had like cheer wine? It's kind of
yes,
like
it's not good. Cheerwine's like some cheap Coca-Cola to me.
Yeah, cheer wine's garbage. So is Moxie. But Moxie's it's decidedly New England.
Kayla chimed in. She said it's literally ass.
In a can. Carbonated ass in a can is perfect. Yeah, and then in Maine, they eat bread out of a can. It's canned brown bread. It's freaking disgusting, dude. New England's got some great stuff. They eat bread in a can. It's canned brown bread. It comes out looking like cranberry sauce, like the shape of the can and shit.
Kimberly said, I'm shipping off to find my wooden leg.
Yes. Little fucking Dropkick Murphys.
Yep. A rose tattoo. A rose tattoo.
That was one of my favorite fucking records. It's
fucking Maine. I fucking hate that godforsaken state.
Oh, maniacs, man. They're the worst. Where? In Maine? They always talk like they're asking you a question.
So you're going to come with us, Kim? You're going to come to the Salem tour with us? I'm sure a bunch of people will come in. I'm sure. I already know they'll want to do it. It's going to be fun. Come on, Kim. September 28th through October 2nd with the Vampire Ball. So if you guys want to do that, I want to give you some information while you're still all here. If you want to go on that tour that we're going to do, it's going to be a Motley CROC tour. We're going to take our Motley CROC crew gang out there, and we're going to go. And when we do it, it's going to be the September 28th through October 2nd. One of the greatest things out there is Salem, the Witch Trials, the Conjuring House, a lot of movie sets, the new store by Black Craft. Yes. A lot of the really, really good deep ghost tours, the real ones that you have to sign waivers on because you might bring a little something home with you, and the Conjuring House is going to be pretty cool. That I really think is going to be fun. But I think all the ghost tours and going down to Boston is going to be a lot of fun too. So with that being stated, message me on my personal page, Troy Lilly. Just find it. Message me with your email address because that way if you're interested in going, I can email you all the information. It'll be done through Why Not Tours, which is Flavio's company. He'll get back to you. And then that way we can give you info and what you know there'll be flights. And some of you that are already close to there, you wouldn't have to fly. So prices will be different for certain things. Michelle said, I'm definitely going to try. Kim said, Maine can fucking drown in their filth. And maybe. And then I might go. Well, you know what, Kim? Fuck it. That's how you're going to be. Anyways, and so just message me on my messenger and send me your email address. And then that way I will forward it off to Flavio. And I'll be talking about it for the next couple months until we get going. So we have the rest of July and August. And then we'll be at the end of September. So we got a few days to talk about it. But that way people can kind of build up. And then by that time, I'll have prices laid out, airfare. But everything's inclusive. Remember that when we do that with Flavio, everything. He picks us up. He takes us. He is involved. He gets us to the airport. He gets us here. He gets us there. So just remember that it's always full service. No need for anything. So with that being said, message.
It was definitely full service all the way. His tours are the best. They really are.
Depends on your civilian job. I might go. Is that what that says, Kim? I might go.
Are you? I didn't know you weren't a civilian.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. You're in a civilian job? That's weird to me. What's going on here?
CIA.
When did this happen? I'm not sure.
I knew she was CIA.
Is that what it is?
I knew it. Yeah, no, it's you can drink some good old New England beers, little Narragansett.
Man, I have never, and I know it's going to be bad. I've never been a fan of beer. It takes us. There's a certain few out there that I like. But I can't drink a lot of different beers. Sometimes it's like absolute ass.
Oh, try Moxie. Apparently that is ass in a can. That's
Sam Adams.
I don't like Sam Adams.
I'll take a Sam Adams. Oktoberfest.
Small, what? Harpoon. That's the good shit right there.
Oh my God.
Oh, Harpoon is awesome, man. They do free
a fine fucking Pilsner, boy. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, kid.
Flavor shit right there.
That shit's hot. It's friggin' hot.
Yeah, no bourbon for me. When I have alcohol, and it's very rare when I do it, I'm not a drinker, and I don't condone it. But when I do, I like rum, and there's a couple good rums out there. Some of our friends that went over to the islands recently, out the Caribbean somewhere, brought back some rum. Good God, dude, dangerous stuff.
I'm not a rum guy.
Oh man,
I like rye. I like vodka. I like Tito's.
bro, vodka. Listen, I know they got the flavors, but man, it gave me a headache from
I like vodka.
one time when I had some.
You know, Tito's, freaking.
And why is that, Kayla? Why are you not allowed to drink rum anymore?
I want to know.
Yeah, now you got to put it. So get to writing, and I'll put it up there for everybody. It's a couple things. You either beat somebody up, passed out and got sick, or took all of her clothes off. One of the two, or three.
In a public place. I got to give a huge shout out to Kayla. She's going to babysit Captain while I'm in clinicals this week. So
awesome,
the best. She's awesome, and Captain's going to love her and maybe eat her a little bit, but that's okay.
Tito's is straight rubbing alcohol, bro.
Tito's is the shit.
And Michelle said all of the above. Come on, Kayla, we're waiting. And then, Captain, my Captain.
Yeah, Captain's he's a unique dude. He loves Troy. He tried to eat Troy because Troy was messing with him.
Kimberly said that Tito's is absolute dick, Jeff.
What? I used to like you, Kim, and now it's starting to wane because you don't like Tito's. It's like it's just made by a man named Tito in his basement. It's like small batch. That's not really true, by the way, but it's so good. It's small batch vodka. It's like it's great. I used to drink when growing in the 80s. It was Stoli. That was the shit. Stoli and Absolute.
Stoli's vodka.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
bro. That was all the way. I remember serving that in the 90s in the nightclubs, man. Yep. Holy shit.
And
when all the cool guys came in drinking Zima.
That's when vodka only came in my favorite flavor, vodka flavor.
Kimberly's crying because I lost brownie points, not crying because you think vodka's good.
I like vodka.
It sounds like it should be a tequila.
I don't like bourbon.
Oh. Bad things happen. It's all a mix of three, but the majority of the time, it's the first two. Captain looks like a sweet boy, Troy. Probably provoked him.
I cannot confirm or deny whether or not Troy provoked him.
Listen, I work with dogs for a living, folks. Matter of fact, I didn't do anything to that dog.
No, you didn't do anything bad.
He was just excited, and there were 9 billion people there wanting to touch him, and he's a rowdy dog.
He is a rowdy dog.
And that's it. And I think a lot of people misread his behavior as out of control, but he likes to play rough.
That's exactly what it is. He loves to play rough. He loves to be tossed around, and he likes to play keep away. That's his game.
But didn't he bite someone or try to bite him in the ass in your house for no reason, though?
Who, Ricky?
Okay. He bit Ricky. He tried to bite Ricky.
He did not like Ricky.
And Ricky doesn't. He's the nicest guy, bro. Ricky's he looks like a metalhead, but he's like a hippie inside. There's no way.
He's who, Ricky?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I think he thought that's what happened was that Captain thought he was a terrorist because the beard. I'm just kidding. No, he just did not like Ricky. And he's met Ricky before. He liked Ricky before when he was a puppy, but.
Yeah, he was out there. He was fine with me. He didn't really do anything. He kept jumping up on me, and then he would like bite onto my fingers and pull my hand down. Like, come on. And then he just wanted to play. He was like all riled up, man. He was just rowdy. He wanted.
He did spill your coffee. Kim is dying to take Captain home with her, and keep him like her very own.
Well, you were going to get rid of him and drown him in the bathtub a week ago or two. So
I wasn't
you can send him to Kim.
I wanted to sometimes.
He's a lot of dog, though, man. I think if you moved him to another person, I think you'd fuck him up.
He might.
I think he loves you.
He loves me. I don't know. He just and I yell at him all the time. I'm a dick to him like that because when he tried to kill one of the cats yesterday, I mean, really went after him. And he's got scratches all along his nose. That cat is no bullshit, man. He fucked Captain up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's like your dog, and finding a lot of them out there.
Ruby. He loves Ruby.
When somebody get that, well, that too. I'm going to smuggle Captain my shirt as I'm leaving.
You have to take him in your shirt. You can walk him right out on a leash. I got no problem with it, Kayla.
Where the fuck would I put him? I know. I don't know. You get people like him that take on too many dogs. See, I have 300 pounds of dogs in my house already. I know some doggy people that have a lot.
I have too many cats.
Well, you got to keep those evil spirits out of there, Jeff. I completely understand that.
All three of them are fucking evil. That's how I can tell if like a snake gets out. That's how I find it. If all three cats are gathered around in a circle in that little coven, you know that snake's in the middle and they're getting ready to fuck with it and then eat it. You do love them, Kim. You're a good dog, mama.
You know, I love the kangaroo.
I can't wait to meet that.
That's the coolest motherfucker. Like everywhere I turn around, that bitch is standing right there looking at me like, what are you doing?
What does it sleep in a crate or?
No, I throw him in a sack and hang him off my dresser. And he sleeps.
Kangaroo.
He like hangs his arm out and he watches me sometimes and he starts cleaning. He ducks his head in. Wakes up, get a little bit, throws his arm out, looks around. Then in the morning we get up, we have a bottle, we have some crunchies. But he follows me everywhere, man. Like he's like, it's the weirdest thing. Like I look down, there's a kangaroo standing by my feet. But it's funny, Jeff, because you know they got those kind of little weird looking arms. And he got this big body, you know, like the kangaroo from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And
I believe his name was Kanga.
The kangaroo is cute as shit. He's amazing. So, you know, he's a project that Flavio and I. So really he's kind of if you remember the old TV show My Two Dads, that kangaroo has two dads. So anyways, I'm at the house with him and he just like kind of looks up at me and he holds his hands like this and he just looks up. And then he kind of waves his head around, he's trying to sniff. So I gave him a French fry the other day. Now I know he's addicted to French fries. So I gave him a French fry. And then he tries to jump up in my lap and steal the whole thing. Like he was like a fry guy, bro. Like you don't understand. Like before it was his crunchies, a little bit of he's a browser, you know, like a deer. He got a French fry and it was like I gave him crack for the first time.
Oh, French fries will do that to any animal. Earl, my old dog, was like that.
And the reason I call them his crunchies is it's a Missouri diet for those of you animal people understand that. And
is it a kangaroo diet or is it
Yes, by Missouri. And it's these little discs, you know, because kangaroos have these really cool long tooth and then a round one. And so when he eats it, it's like he just chews it all up. So I go, "Are you having your crunchies, man? Are you having your crunchies?" So now if he hears me say, "Get your crunchies," he's like boing, 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 boing to wherever he's at to get his crunchies. And I got him trained to go on a wee-wee pad. And they said you couldn't do it, but you can.
That's rad. That's awesome.
So I put a pad by the one gate and a little pad by the front door, and he walks over and takes a little peeps. And he goes to the bathroom. It's like 10 little rabbit pellets. It's nothing. You know? So he goes to his pad and he drops his little peeps. We roll it up and it's good. He's just still a little too little to live outside by himself yet. And he loves us. You know what I mean?
Oh, he seems cool. Yeah, I wanted to come over during my break, but it was I ended up doing a lot of shit around the house.
Oh, it's all right. Whenever. Just call me whenever. Come by. It's fine. He's here all the time.
Cool.
He goes to work. He comes home with us. He sleeps in my room. He's always here, man. I'll send you some videos of him.
That's right. Yeah, I definitely want to see him.
Yeah, he's a killer. He's a killer little dude, man. Like I read a lot about him and stuff, and I knew people that had him. And one of our friends up in Stark, Florida was like, "Listen, it's the most rewarding thing. They're really cool, right?" And then you watch people like these. There's always these people that have animals and tell you shouldn't have them.
Of course,
I hate you when you say that. Don't say that because it's not your job to tell somebody what they can and can't have. If someone does the right research, just the same as they can go fucking have a kid and raise it, you can raise animals, right?
Yep.
When people get that, I'm the only one that should have this. Look, I think bears are awesome, and I think there's a lot of good people with bears out there, and they do good with them. Do I think all bears get treated right? No. But bears are good things too, man. I'm not going to tell somebody just because I wouldn't have one doesn't mean I'm going to tell someone they shouldn't have it, right?
I was asking about foxes, and they're all like, "Well, you don't want a fox." I was like, "Then why do you have 3 of them?" You know,
Yep.
I don't get that at all. It's like they don't want anybody else, having what they have because that's like their hook. I have a kangaroo, and now that you have one,
I think Bang Bros is a porn site, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was really good. It came out in Miami. Started out as the Bang Bus.
A lot of
Bang chicks on the bus.
Where you put
what do we got here?
Like Bang Bros,
Bang Girls,
Bang Bros.
And wait, what? Bang Girls? I'm a little confused. I mean,
is that a .com?
She said it is. She said it is. Why would you ask that? I guess that's interesting. Anyway, so I was watching a couple shows, and people be like, "Oh, these are kangaroos, and they're this, and this, and nobody should have them." But everybody that I've met recently that has them loves them, and they make great companions.
I think they're awesome, man. I think they're so cool. If I didn't have a whole house full of stuff, you know.
Listen, man, you will want one when you see him. He's just so rewarding, and he's so well mannered. He just hangs out, man. Like he's just that little homie. He doesn't say nothing. You know, he's like the little short guy in the gear crew. You know what I mean?
Nice. Maybe he'll teach Captain some fucking manners.
That would be awesome. But Captain probably heard him.
Yeah. I'm already worried about Captain with the cats. That's my big thing right now.
So she said it was a porn site. I meant the Bang girls, like the ones that deliver the Bang energy drink. Jesus, fuck.
Did you go ahead and look up Bang Bros?
Yeah, Bang Bros. They're probably doing really well. They bought up everything out there. They're pretty well off. What's going on with the Bang girls? Like, what is it? Because I really don't take in caffeine, man. I can't do it anymore. It's too much for me.
I take mine in coffee form. Lots of it.
Yes, he has, Jason. He's got real big. We're back with the Jew at the zoo. Here he is.
What up, Jason?
But yes, he's got a lot bigger, buddy. Whenever we get some free time to split up here, I'll invite you over and we'll do it. I'd love to have Jason over. He can come over to my satanic room. You know, because I've been accused of a lot of things. Devil worship's one of the top, though, so far. I love it that people get so worked up. You know, Jeff, that's why I throw shit like pentagrams all over everything, because they don't even know the meaning of it, and it just pisses them off. And you know what? I like to piss people off sometimes. It's fun.
That my maybe today's Satan shirt will be here Thursday. So next time I'm back on the show, I'll wear it.
Well, I have one that says, "Hey, do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Satan?" Maybe we'll wear that next time we go out.
Awesome. Yeah,
I will, Jason.
This country really does need to get back to good old satanic values. You know, that's
like
it was intended.
I love it. Satanic Values 101. You know, we'll start a segment on the show. We'll call it Satanic Values. So what I want you to do, Jeff, is start writing. And we have to have the value of the week.
All right.
And we'll bring Jeff in to do the Satanic Values of 2022. Perfect. And in every show, he'll come up with one value of the Satanic Values.
You know, the most important one is don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks.
That's right, because they don't matter anyways.
Damn right.
Satan is the one
You're
true
right.
way.
You're absolutely right there. Actually, we should start like Satan's witnesses, and then we can go door to door, collect money.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
A couple minutes to talk about Satan's witnesses, our Lord and Savior, Satan.
That's a great conversation starter with Jehovah's Witnesses. Well,
it shuts them up in like 2 minutes. When you answer the door naked, that's the best thing to do, Jehovah's.
You should answer the door naked with a gun duct taped to your thigh, Jeff.
Y'all want to come in?
Well, Kayla, when my door opens up anyways to any one of them, when they look inside my home, I kind of live in like a really dark place. So people are always like, something's wrong with him. He's like really evil. No, I'm not. I love monster shit and bats. So when you first come in, there's a Baphomet statue, a horror painting of Mia slaughters the clown, upside down crosses, pentagrams, goat heads everywhere. And it's all black and taxidermy. They kind of look and they go, have a good day. Have a good day. And I go, I will. Thank you for stopping by. We don't even talk.
Yeah, you don't take the copy of the Watchtower or whatever.
No, I should, right? That would be awesome. I have a bunch of books. No, right on the shelf right there about the things that is the Satanic Bible. And I like to say that because people go, oh my God, you shouldn't have that thing in your house. I have a Necronomicon too. It's pretty fun.
But Satanic Bible is a great book.
Anton LaVey wrote a good book. I really like it. The value system in there is really good. Like it's a good value system. One of my favorites is if somebody hurts you, you destroy them. That's one of the commandments. You don't turn the other cheek. You absolutely destroy them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the whole thing's based on respect for each other. And you should do that.
There's a last podcast about Anton LaVey. There's one that Aleister Crowley one too. They're both really good.
I want to listen to them. I want to start doing it on stuff like that. So let's write some stuff, Jeff.
I'm down.
We'll do the Satanic Value of the Week.
Satanic Value of the Week.
Yeah. It's got to get back to good old Satanic Value.
That's what happens. That's what people are calling for on the Twitter and whatnot. Take the world back to good old Satanic values. And, if you're having a bad day, you sacrifice a lamb and dance around a fire for a couple hours and everything's all good.
Yeah, that was kind of paganism for sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's ancient Druid behavior.
Absolutely. It all kind of comes together. And then Christianity came in and stole the whole lot.
I will do that. Jason, we will make a children's book about this.
Oh, that'd be awesome. like based on like a little satanic goat, like the satanic goat that lost his way or something, is perfect. Cute little goat with a little pentagram on his forehead.
That would be amazing. Let's get the artwork started right away for Jason. And I want some stickers made, Jason.
Absolutely.
And I will definitely work that out. I was going to tell you, Jeff, the other night I took a spirit box out. A lot of times when I go out working and I look for ghosts and stuff, I don't usually use a lot of equipment. I think a lot of people use it because they have to, because they just haven't got their mind to open enough to do what they need to do yet. Because some people start to hear it inside their brain. Like you'll be looking at something and you'll get this overwhelming thing like, I don't like this here, or I'm so-and-so. And you hear that. You're not thinking it. That's someone getting inside, truly. But I took a spirit box out the other night, and we're in this really, really old cemetery. A couple people after work, we were just screwing around. And so we sat down and said, let's be real quiet. We'll open up the spirit box and we'll just listen for a second. And bro, stop. That's amazing. And so this woman came through in the box. Now, normally I would think, okay, this is just one of those things that just picks something up on a frequency, but it happened over 11 times. But it was the voice sounded like, and if it was a mortal voice, it would have been anywhere between like 13 or 15 years old. Very soft spoken. It came back through 11 times in a row, and it was trying to communicate. Now there was some overlapping frequency in there and other things, because I like to joke around and call it ghost radio. It's the same thing as if you're running through an AM station. It's like 9, 13, But when you run this ghost box, it isolates that. So 11 times, I was so impressed, dude. I'm going to have to try to go back and try to figure it out. But she was talking in a language that was like old world or something. I really couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. But it was really cool, man. And it was people like, whoa. And it was just neat to hear. But it was the same voice. Every time it would come in, it would say something very similar. And then it started, what was intriguing to me is it started to sound frustrated. Like it was frustrated because I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. And then it would like get like angry. So I knew it was reacting to what I was saying. So that was like really tripping me out. And it was a really, really open thing. But normally I can see stuff around me and I can start picking it up, and I couldn't pick it up. So it must have been really dense. It must have been really dense in that area, but that frequency was working really good. I have seen some crazy paranormal shit in my life. My entire mom's side, everyone has always been able to see and hear things like that. It was crazy as hell. I would love to do that tour. Well, you come do that tour with us, and we're going to be doing that stuff. We will take out equipment, and I do a lot of that stuff with my sister too. Thank you, Kim. It was dope. But the fact that it was scientific then, Jeff, because it was like something there. And, you really got to practice. And because everybody's like, oh, anybody can do that. Anybody can. You just got to get your mind open. Because as humans, we function on an energy. I mean, we just know that we do. And so once you can really get past all of that stuff, I went with Corey too. Matter of fact, Corey's with us. Or the kid we heard once that was cool as shit. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Corey was out with us one night and we were doing something too. And there's just some neat things. And but you really got to meditate. So the best advice I can give you is if you're going to go out and do that stuff and you're going to do it, take the night or the day before and into the evening before you go and really meditate and get your mind completely clear and have to tell yourself you're going to accept what you hear, because you have to learn to accept that, because we have logical brains. And when we see something, we try to make it logical and we try to fix it. That's not happening. That light is not an alien. It's a flashlight in the woods. I mean, we automatically go to a logical Spock way of thinking. And I think we should learn to be more like Captain Kirk and be a little bit more open to that. Get that third eye going. I'm serious. Align your chakra.
Plus his dating life was way better anyway.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, exactly. It was. He fell in love with everything. Fluffy things.
Green women, all kinds
of stuff. But women that were half white and half black.
See, that's back in the satanic days.
And he's like, but I have to go. I must leave this place. William Shatner was the shit.
You know what you should do is just plop a huge tent down, like somewhere like in the middle of nowhere, and just have Troy's Satanic Revival. You know how people come in.
That's how you get the ladies, Jeff.
What's that?
I don't know. She said that's how you get the ladies.
I'm okay with the ladies. I am actually single for the first time in a very, very long time.
Yeah, and he's all right with it. They look at him and they go, no, I know that motherfucker. You know what they do when they see you, Jeff? They
What's that?
And they go, this is what they do when they see you. They go, he looks dangerous and I'm going to change him.
I'm going to fix him.
I'm going to change him. They always do it.
Yeah, I'm a fixed case. But, and then they realize I'm not broken, I think. And that really, Everything ended, I think, on a pretty okay note. So I'm all right. I'm just going to take some time and do me.
Yeah, I think you should, man.
Why
I
not?
can save him. You
You
can't.
can well, if you could save me, then I'll take it. That's it.
Listen, anybody who had their hands full of Kim, you have to be careful with that one. That's when you got to put the lid back on. You know, it's kind of like Raiders of the Lost Ark. When they open the Ark in the end, they should have closed that a little faster.
That's what's going to happen. My face will melt on our first date, just like that. Don't be
sorry, Jeff. Don't be sorry. It's all good.
He's okay. It was. It just kind of happened. It was just. I don't know. Things kind of. Maybe I don't know. It's all good though. I'm tired. A long time ago, I got over. Eating like getting really upset about breakups. It's not like I'm gonna dive into a pint of Haagen-Dazs and listen to The Cure all night or something like that. While I cry.
As long as it's pictures of you. Hey. It's not Haagen-Dazs. It's a Klondike bar, and the song is "Pictures of You."
I'm gonna go for Joy Division this time. I think a little bit, Klondike bar.
Oh, please do. But that's all right though, Jeff. I think that'd be fun. Give us some more free time. But
I have not I went from a marriage to an open marriage to dating somebody, and now I'm just me. Just me.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I got school, whatever, and my pets. Crazy captain, keep me busy. Plus, I get Rue a lot, so that's awesome because she's my little best friend right there. My little road dog.
Live, laugh, love, Jeff.
Damn right, Kim.
Damn right. Well, guys, we're 2 minutes at the top of the hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off here. Remember, September 28th through October 2nd is going to be the Motley CROC Tour, the Salem Run, whatever. It's what I'm calling it right now until we figure out what we're going to call it, but it will be the Run to Salem. And so we want to check that out, or maybe we'll call it the Burning Witch Tour, or the Witches Are Burned, or Burn Motherfucker, whatever we want to call it. Right. But at the end of the day, we're putting that together. So I've got a few emails came through to my messenger, which is great. I'll be sending those to Flavio this week. I appreciate you tuning in. And for those of you that couldn't join in, Jimmy's out at Choctaw right now, so he couldn't be with us. He's out at Choctaw doing his alligator stuff out there and his entertainment show in Choctaw. So that's pretty cool.
Nice, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, hanging out. So he couldn't be there, which was, it's kind of a bummer, but he's busy. We get it. Like I said, Joe's a little under the weather, and my nephew's a little sick, so Brittany had to take care of my little nephew. And,
I'm always around.
Jeff and I came on tonight to really
fun
harass everybody. I like to bring Jeff in. He lightens things up a little bit. He's going to be new doing we're going to bring him in as the satanic values.
I got my split tongue. I'm ready. I'm like,
we'll be there at 8:15. We'll do the satanic values.
Perfect. I'm in.
So you write some stuff up, and I'll let you surprise me tonight. We've started a new thing, satanic values.
Satanic. I'm ready, man. I'm gonna write something good this week.
I still want to do the high hour where we get ripped. We do 1 hour pre-recording film of being stoned and talking about whatever we want.
Yeah, I got travel. I'm ready.
Okay, I've got that too. We can just do it right here in the studio, really stoned, and then we'll do a pre-recording and we'll just release it like randomly once a month. It'll be like the Stoned Hour on the Motley CROC Show.
Nice.
We can call it whoever's with us. If it's just you and me, it can be two dirtbags and the camera, whatever you want to call it, and we'll have a good time with it. And then we can just get super stoned and talk about whatever we want. And I have ADD, so I'm gonna talk over you, Jeff.
I think people would get behind that. Either that, or it's just gonna be you, me, and Joe passed out on the couch.
No, I don't get passed out. I get ridiculous when I'm smoking. My mind starts going.
Sativa dabs get me going, man.
Let's break out some dabs. Then you can do dabs and whatever you want. I might have a little vodka here for you. Here's a little history. Vodka was created to cover the taste of caviar. Let that one settle in.
Interesting.
And on the end,
disgusting.
Of the CROC Show. We appreciate everybody coming out. Thanks for joining us again on this wonderful 4th of July. I will see you again on Tuesday of next week, Jeff. You're going to be coming back in. So hopefully we'll have Joe, Brittany, and Jimmy with us when we do the Satanic Values with Jeff next week. Corey, I'll see you this week. Everybody stay in touch. You guys have a great night. Thanks for joining us. As always, I appreciate you being here. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you.